Welcome back, folks, to Let's Play Ultima Underworld 2, and when last we left off, after repairing most of our equipment, we have entered into the ice caves, and indeed, there are a few things we need to be careful about, like the lair of the Yeti that are here, and the fact that this was where the adventurers had camped out on their first night. It didn't end so well for them, because they died. But, their loss is our gain in some respects, because we gained a few pieces of equipment from them. Let's explore around before we actually, go check out where the Yeti are, and try not to fall into the water. The enemy have no such problems getting past all of this. They can jump. We can also jump, but, we need to be pretty careful where we're actually, fighting in this area. Fortunately, these enemies are actually not that tricky. These ones I can easily defeat. It's mainly all of this ice that I need to worry about. This, I believe, is ice that basically stops you from altering your direction of travel, which we need to be very careful about. We sort of need to travel in a very certain direction to ensure that we don't die. Also, that appears to be a singular bone. We don't need that. We also need to be very, very careful of where we tread. We can jump to actually, I believe, stop ourselves if we need to. Like that, we can sort of jump. That will sort of deal with it. Now, we are, I believe, over here. And there's a massive area up to the north that we sort of want to look at. If we just move straight here, we'll just hit the wall and bounce off it. What about over here? Can we jump a few times? That should stop us. There we go. Gotta be very careful. Very careful here. The Avatar is literally treading on thin ice. In a way. Also, here is a route that we could have just... In fact, I think we've just sort of looped around on ourselves. But I suppose that is not so bad in a way. So we are now on more firm ground. Let's go this way, shall we? Let's see if we can get into here, and see if there's anything useful in here. The answer is probably not. Well, if there is something useful in here, it's not like I can actually stop myself to find out. There's a small area of ground here that is solid enough to not slip on, though. What about down here? There is apparently an area down there and around the corner. What is around the corner here? There's an enemy. That is something. We need to stop bouncing around first so that we can actually fight this enemy. Oh, it's just a single... Well, actually it's two, or actually it's three. Or is it just two? I don't know. Well, we're going to sort of slide into them. Oh, and bounce into one of them and kill them. It's like a form of Ice Cave's pinball. Ooh, there is stuff over here, though. There's a backpack. Perhaps one of the adventurers had tried to actually move away from the where everyone else was. Can we pick this up? Yes. In here is really not a lot. I suppose we'll take the apple. We will leave everything else. Unless that is a magic, is that a magic, buckler? No, it's not. There is a magic sword, actually, by the, where the Reaper was. Do you remember where the Reaper? We need to actually go and potentially, get that. We need to go and get that sword at some point, but not just yet. Right now, we need to, explore a bit more of these caves. On the way back, I think we could, probably take care of that, getting the sword at least, and then we could fix it up. I don't know who... Actually, we could get somebody in Kilorn Keep to identify the sword for us. It's a pretty good sword. See, if you jump a few times, you can actually, sort of navigate your way through this area. You just need to be very careful about it. Very careful. So there we go. We have explored that area now. That was... not really worth it, because we got an apple out for our troubles, but we did actually get a little bit of, there was also a bit of experience too. Now that is the area to the south. I believe we've already been down this area with the, but we'll jump anyway. There we go. So before we had gone, let's go actually this way around. Might as well explore everywhere here. Ah, here is an enemy. Here is a snowcat. This snowcat is aggressive. There is no way we can avoid a fight here. They are, however, very, very fast. And that did not break. Where did the snowcat go? Is that food? That is a day-old piece of meat. We could actually use a day-old piece of meat. Oh, I believe the snowcat has come back. No? Oh, it's a Yeti! Hello! We're gonna have to fight this Yeti. This Yeti seems very, very aggressive. Yep, this Yeti is, wanting a fight. We will give the Yeti a fight. Because we have all of this armor. And the combat is apparently over, because we fell into some water. They will throw, snowballs at us. And they will die. So indeed, that was the end of that Yeti. Are there any other Yeti? There is a gem here. An unblemished large blue gem. We'll take that. I don't think there's much else we need right now. This, I think, will... No, that does not break. Okay. What else do we have here? Ah, there is a, another worm. Hello. I know you're trying to attack me. I shall attack you! Also, having all this armor makes this combat... Is that someone... Oh, there are two more here. Hello! One of them has already seen that we're the Avatar and is trying to flee. Or maybe get his friend to come along. I have some bad news for you. This was not a good fight that you picked. This was in fact a terrible fight. You're all going to die because you chose to fight the Avatar. Kapow! What about in here? There appear to be stairs. They lead down. Do I really want to go into stairs down here? Not until I've explored everywhere up first. This looks like another failed adventurer. Let's take the lockpicks, though. The lockpicks are handy. Also, how am I carrying 3 backpacks? I don't even want to think about how I'm carrying 3 backpacks, and instead just carry 3 backpacks. We've been down here, I think, and then we just sort of have an upwards area there? Actually, we haven't been down here yet. Let's go down here. What is down here? Or have I actually been down here? No, here's the snowcat. I think this is the snowcat from before. I think it is. Unfortunately, this snowcat has picked the wrong fight. Our tower shield's been damaged. Badly? No, not badly. It's still in excellent shape. Which is good. That's really good. Okay, so all we need to do now is explore around here, and then we can head this way over to the Yeti lair. I think that's a sensible idea. So where did I say I need to go? No, not this way, not this way. This way leads to... this way leads to going in random directions. Eventually we'll stop. I think. Okay, so we're back up here. So this area pretty much has not much in it. And there's a small area here that doesn't appear to have a lot. Yep, I think we could pretty much say we've explored this area. And in it is really not a lot. This is actually a really effective way of exploring this area. That area is pretty much explored now. Okay, so now what we need to do is head up here and go to where the Yeti are. The Yeti do not actually seem that difficult to defeat. Not for us, certainly, because we have a lot of sword skill. We have a lot of sword skill, so it was over here, was it? Well, here's a worm that we haven't fought, so we're clearly going to new areas. Well, that was a worm that we've killed, so still new areas. These worms are really not that difficult. We could have actually gone here instead of Kalorn Keep, but there is a kind of ordering to it all. In a sort of way. Ah, here's a headless. Now we're just finding Headless lying around. Bad news for you, sir. You have picked the wrong fight. Mainly you've picked a fight with the Avatar. And we can easily defeat you. We can't easily defeat some other enemies. If there's a fire elemental here, I will literally run around the corner and hide. But I think we are in the wrong sort of place for a fire elemental. Somewhere around here a Yeti, apparently. There's one. Are you friendly? Of course you're not. You're gonna throw snowballs at me. And I'm gonna basically defeat you. Because, is that just oh, is that the lair of one Yeti? Seems to be the lair of just one Yeti. I thought there were multiple Yeti here, but apparently there is just one. Maybe we do need to head down into the second floor. Well, if we do, we do. And that Yeti is very dead. There are a few potions here. Nothing really, significant. Potion, and there's a colourless potion here. I don't know what it does, but, we'll take it. Also, we're well fed. Might as well eat this apple. And this meat. Ah, we're too full to eat the meat. Okay. So that's the end of the Yeti. The Yeti is, very dead. Also, is that an item I can pick up? Is that a snowball? That is a snowball. I could actually pick up a snowball. I really don't feel like picking up a snowball is going to be that helpful to us, though. Let's go back down here, as we need to go down and, go to the, second level of these caves. Well, I think we could pretty much do that. We are pretty capable at the moment. At least I hope we're pretty capable. We have been doing pretty well so far. Also, if we stand on that for too long, we do literally just fall through. We want to sort of aim ourselves slightly to the left so that we don't, so that we end up in, or we could just go straight ahead. There we go, that's much better. And then that way and along. Okay, that's easy enough. Just don't stand too long on the, this ice here, or else it will break. There we go. And a little further along, and down here. Into this area, where there is the, stairs down. Let's hope the stairs down don't lead to anything too terrible, but knowing our fortune, it will lead to somewhere horribly terrible. Off we go, Avatar! Yep, it's the same icy location as before. Pretty icy. There is a worm to greet us. Is it aggressive? Yep, I've not seen a friendly one so far. Seen, not aggressive rats, but I haven't seen, non-aggressive worms. Oh, there is an area here that is not covered in ice. That is curious. I feel like I need to go this way. I feel like this is probably going to be a terrible idea. Oh, hello! You appear to be friendly. You're a peaceful human named Mokpo. Hello. Let's talk to you. A woman? But of course she's not real. Thank the gods for that. Hello there, I am Shana. I am Mokpo the Mad, and as if that mattered, for thou art just another shade, another pointless vision. Why don't you believe what you see? As if I needed a reason, but I have proof if you want it. This solid-seeming stone is all but a facade. A mere flip of a lever, a touch of a button, it changes, morphs, vanishes. Look in the maze, and thou shalt see. What maze? Simpleton! It's all maze in this shadow world. It's all maze, is it? And, buttons and levers change things? I'm just making notes for no particular reason. A toy maze of sharp stones and vicious monkeys for some mad child god's amusement. I see. And thou art privy to some privy to some higher knowledge? I can see what's real, if you could see it. Shining colours, fabulous beasts, vast plains of light, great pillars reaching up into the blackness. It's so wonderful. Nothing could be more real. Why not go live there, then? It never stays. 5 minutes, an hour, 3 hours, I wander there. Then I return here, banished from the true world, exiled to this tawdry illusion. Of late the visions have become even shorter, even rarer. 'Tis bitter. Tell me more of what it is like there. His eyes unfocus and he seems to be in a trance. I see it before me now. An endless walkway, glowing blue. I leap and am thrown high into the air. A scene fades. Now a golden maze. I scramble up the top of the walls. Now I see the goal. These are all very, very important pieces of information. Are all thy visions as short as this? Oh, we've already been there, but tell me more about it. He goes through that again. Oh, he says something else. He says something else. I didn't know he'd say something else. Tell me more of what it is like there. Fire! A glorious infernal city. Fountains spraying blood. Winged demons swoop. I battle through them and win a deadly scepter. It fades and I return here. 'Tis ever thus. Thank thee for sharing thy world with me. Fare thee well, that is, if such formalities can mean aught to a shadow. So, that is a man who appears to be seeing visions of another world. Another selection of worlds. That guy is actually very important. We shall be back for him. I shall in fact write that he is here, so that we know he is here. He is very important. He is one of the few friendly characters that we're going to encounter in the ice caves. We're really not going to encounter that many. For this Yeti here, or both these Yetis, are not that friendly at all. And I'm surprised they haven't actually tried to kill Mokpo. But maybe there's something we don't know. Maybe they leave him alone. Maybe he's been here long enough that they decide not to try and kill him. I don't know. But what I do know is these Yetis are trying to throw snowballs at me. And I would appreciate if they didn't throw snowballs at me. Which unfortunately means I'm going to have to kill all these Yetis. I don't really need the gold per se right now, but we will most certainly kill this Yeti. If nothing else, for the experience. They're probably providing a fair amount of experience. I imagine the fact that I'm wearing mostly plate mail armor is saving me here a lot of damage. Because the fact that I'm pretty much wearing nearly all plate... Is there another one? Oh! There's a snowcat here. Hello? How are you? When did you start attacking me? Well, you're now retreating. This is not going so well for you. Yep, you have perished. There are a lot of snowballs here if I want them. I do not want them. Let us see where I have to explore. There's a lot of areas to explore. And probably a lot of Yeti. Any more Yetis around? Might as well have a look, just in case. This appears to loop back round so that we get back to... Ooh, that was slippery there. So that we loop back round to... No, it actually doesn't entirely loop round. Hello, it's a Yeti! That snowball really didn't do very much, considering the fact that I'm wearing plate mail. I mean, it's a good idea, but a rock might be better, unless there are rocks in that snowball. In which case, why not just throw rocks at me? Or just punch me. In fact, you're actually doing really poorly at both. In fact, victory was indeed mine. I believe if I go north now, it will just lead back up to where I was before. Yep, this loops all the way around, which at least is nice. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Right. Let's go up here. Further south. And by up, of course, I mean south. And when we come back, folks, we shall continue exploring, for there is much to this ice cavern that we have not yet seen. Mainly a lot of ice. But there are other areas, like for instance here, that doesn't appear to have any ice in it at all. And when we come back, folks, we shall go and explore that area, and see what lies beyond, if anything. So, I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later. Those explorers did say that they were looking for the ruins of somewhere. Maybe we'll be lucky enough to find it. Who knows? Who knows? Later.